So it's day 2, and it's about 6 o'clock. I'm waiting for the sun to come up. I mean, it's already light out, but the sun's not up yet. When the sun comes up, the wind will start, and I think then it'll be safe for me to get out of the tent. Right now, there's just too many mosquitoes around. Had a fairly good night's sleep last night. Not too eventful. I had some coyotes come through about 1 o'clock. But other than that, nothing really going on.
One of the reasons I don't like using bug spray is because it gets all over your hands, which then means it gets all over your flies. And in a place like this, if there's something off about your fly, you know, the fish can smell that bug spray, and it's just going to turn them off. I'm back over here in the flats. Same plan as yesterday. Look for cruising fish and then work my way back down to... So I fished here for I don't know how long, maybe 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes. I'm not seeing as many cruising fish. I picked up those 2 fish. I missed another one, and I spooked about 3 or 4 others. But I'm just not seeing any more fish cruising around in here, so I'm going to head down to the inlet. So I keep spooking fish here in the flats, and so I've sort of become fixated on catching one more fish here before I move over to the inlet. But the wind's come up now, which is making it harder to see fish. But on the other hand, it'll make it harder for me to spook them as well. So if I can catch one more fish here, then I'll go. So it doesn't pay to be a hardhead. I move into the creek, and there's 8 fish right there, and there were 3 fish right down in here, and I was able to hook one straight away. So you know, let that be a lesson. Sometimes it pays just to keep moving. That's a beautiful fish. Much more. There's a bunch more fish in here. That one I caught was probably the biggest. It was at the top of the pool. But there's at least one more in there. Wow, how interesting. So before before I caught that first fish, there were a bunch of fish in this pool. And I thought they were all rainbows. But all but one left, and it was a brookie. And it's not a bad brookie at that. It's funny, I don't ever remember catching brook trout here. It's a nice male. It's like clockwork. I can tell the time by when the Natrapel bug repellent wears off. It's supposed to be 8 hours. It lasts for an hour, almost in a second. I'd mentioned earlier how when the water is high, you can catch fish in these grassy areas, and the fish that I just landed was from here. And you know, this is probably only 6 inches worth of water, but it's weedy, it's got bugs, and so the fish are sort of cruising around in here looking for a meal. This was a tough fish. I had to try him from different angles. I tried from behind, tried from way upstream, and then I just said, well, you know, if I'm going to spook him, I'm going to spook him. I got up real close. Now there were 2 fish in that hole. I'm going to see if I can grab the other one. That's where I just picked up that other fish. I tried presenting from down there, it didn't work, and I came over here and I was trying to present basically distance casting around this bush. That didn't work, and I figured, okay, well, last chance, I'll just try to go up over this little mound. I figured I would spook them, but they didn't get spooked, and there's still one there, although it doesn't look like it's as big as the one that I just caught. Got him. No, stay away from that weed. Okay, I need to put this thing down so I can reel him in. So I walked him upstream a little bit. Whoa. He doesn't want to come in yet though. Big fat brookie with beautiful colors. I wouldn't have pegged it as a brookie. It wasn't fighting like a brookie. Normally the brookies try to roll. Okay, there are a couple fish there. And there's a fish that rose just right there. And there's a fish there. And it's tricky casting situation, as you can see. Let's see what we can do here. I need to spot one fish and then go for that one. Well, that's what I get for filming when I should be fishing. There was a big rainbow at the head of the pool, and just as I was finishing up, he swam downstream, and I couldn't put the phone down fast enough to actually get a cast out to him. There's some smaller brookies in here, which I hooked a smaller brookie, and smaller meaning 14 inches. Well, it's 11 o'clock, and I think it's time to break camp and head to the next destination. I think it's going to be about a 4-hour hike. I've got to go through Horse Meadows, which, again, is another place that's going to have really bad mosquitoes. Hopefully, though, at this lake, it's in a bit of a basin, so hopefully it doesn't have as much marsh, doesn't have the mosquito problem. Caught a bunch of fish. I think I'd have to check my witness marks when I get home, but I'm thinking they were all in the 15-inch range. Nothing like the 20-inch fish that I've caught here before, but still good-sized fish and fun. I'm leaving Emigrant Lake and heading to the next destination. Gotta climb up over that saddle there. Should be about a 4-hour hike. You can see that there's some pretty big fish that have moved up in here to spawn. This gravelly sandbar is perfect for that kind of thing. This is Bluebird Lake. It's one of the more beautiful lakes in the Emigrant. Making the descent into Horse Meadow. Where I'm going is up over there. But first, gotta go down into the valley. Maxwell Lake. It's actually a chain of 3 lakes. My first glimpse of Horse Meadow. I'm going to have to follow the trail down to the end of the meadow and then work my way back to the trailhead, and then it's super steep. Up and over. So I've been hiking for about 2 hours now, and man, I'm tired. Forest Meadow. That's what I gotta go up. If I can find the trail on the other side. So there are essentially two ways into the lake I'm going to. One is up over that pass, and down the granite, and then across, and then up to more granite, and then down. And the other way is straight up, and then over. So I said there were two ways into this, and I've done the loop. So I've come in over that granite, and then come out over this here. And I don't remember these cabins being here. So I think that actually might mean that the trail is over to my right. But I'm gonna check out this one cabin. Wow, the roof looks pretty bad. Doors not all there. Oh, it's got an old bed in it. Ow. And a table. And a window. Huh, pretty cool. Well, I think that might be the trail. I remember it being really steep. It's hard to tell though. This continues on. But there's definitely an offshoot there, and I've got to go up. So I'll give that a shot. See what happens. Yeah, this is the trail, and it's only a mile to the lake, but you can see how steep it is. I bet it's going to take me an hour and a half. We'll see. So I've been hiking for about 20 minutes from the meadow. There's the meadow down there. Well, I've made it to the top. From here, it's just cross country over that little saddle to the lake. In the distance, there's Huckleberry Lake. We've got great fishing. Well worth the trip, although it does tend to get a little crowded. So, I thought I just had to go over the saddle. How wrong I was. There's still more climbing. And I'm now an hour into this climb. Finally got to the top, and I'm at the lake. I was hoping that this little hill above the lake would be breezy, and I could camp up here and not have to worry so much about mosquitoes. But no dice. In case anybody's wondering, it took me an hour and a half to get here. But as I'm walking through the trail here, I'm seeing a lot of gray damselfly nest, which is really great because their favorite food are mosquitoes. Look at that, they're all over the place. Hot dog. This isn't the greatest sight, but there are a lot of damselfly nymphs here, and there aren't that many mosquitoes. So maybe I'll just clear away some of that and put my tent there. A lot of widowmakers though. Well, so far slim pickings in terms of campsites. They're all pretty much like this. Rocky, lots of dead trees. Well, this spot's not so bad. That one tree is halfway dead. Still, it's not completely dead, and it looks like it's leaning to the left. And then it's pretty clear. There's a slight breeze. There aren't that many damselflies. The other spots had more damselflies, and I can hear a couple of mosquitoes buzzing around me, but it's not terrible. I think this is going to work out really well. The mosquito situation here is a lot better. My site is okay. I'm actually near some stagnant water, but hopefully that won't cause me any problems. I'm supposed to be here for 2 nights, and then I'm supposed to go down to Twin Lakes and spend 2 nights there. But I suspect that Twin is going to be a lot buggier than it is here. So I may just make this my base camp and do day trips down to Twin. We'll see. I'm not seeing any active fish.